I still hear your footsteps in the rain, like a ghost that never learned to fade. Every promise we once tried to save is buried deep in the mistakes we made. Your name still lingers on my skin, like a fire I can't put out within. I loved you more than I knew how to pray. Now I'm lost in the words we didn't say, and the candlelight still burns so low in the ruins of the love we know. I reach for you in empty air, but only silence answers there. We were a beautiful disaster, a love that turned to ashes after, kissing in the dark, bleeding in the light, two broken souls that never learned to fight. Right, and I'm drowning in the echoes of your name, still burning in a never-ending flame. Oh, we were written in the wrong design, a love too dark to ever call divine. I trace your shadow on the wall, like a memory I can't let fall. Every scar you left behind still whispers through the back of my mind. The city sleeps, but I stay awake, counting every vow we couldn't break. You were the storm inside my chest, the beautiful curse I'll never forget. And every road I try to take leads me back to your mistake. I close my eyes, I see your face in every empty, hollow space. We were a beautiful disaster, a love that turned to ashes after, kissing in the dark, bleeding in the light, two broken souls that never learned to fight. Right, and I'm drowning in the echoes of your name, still burning in a never-ending flame. Oh, we were written in the wrong design, a love too dark to ever call divine. If love is war, we lost the fight. Still I hold your ghost at night. Even pain feels like your touch. I hate you, but I miss you much. Would you harm me if I let you go, or stay inside the fire? I know either way I never win. You're the wound I keep within. We were a beautiful disaster, a love that came and burned me after. Now I'm singing through the broken light to a love that died but still feels right. And I'm lost inside your look into the shadows of what we've been, and I swear I still hear you in the silence between us. Found your shadow in my glass of wine, like a memory that never says goodbye. The room is cold, but I still feel your breath, whispering softly like a promise left to death. We danced on glass beneath the silver rain. Every step was love, every touch was pain. You held my heart like it was made of fire, then turned it into ashes of desire. And I still hear your name in the dark, like a bullet buried deep inside my heart. No forgiveness, no that never sleeps. We were bleeding velvet nights, drowning slow in neon lights, kissing like we knew we'd fall apart, writing scars across each other's heart. Oh, I still taste your goodbye, like a storm that never a tragic love that once was mine. Your lipstick stains still haunt my cigarette, like a love I haven't buried yet. Every bottle tells me I should move on, but your ghost is where I still belong. The city burns in shades of blue, but nothing hurts as much as you. You were the calm before the break, the sweetest lie I couldn't escape. And every road I try to run always circles back to what we've done. I close my eyes, you pull me in, like a sin I wear beneath my skin. We were bleeding velvet nights, drowning slow in neon lights, kissing like we knew we'd fall apart, writing scars across each other's heart. Like a storm that never learned to die. We were beautiful, we were broken in design. A tragic love that once was mine. If love is war, we paid the price in shattered vows and stolen lies. Just to feel you again, even knowing how the story ends. Would you haunt me if I called your name, or leave me drowning in the this endless flame. Either way, I never heal. You're the only truth I feel. We were bleeding velvet nights, lost between wrongs and fading rights, holding on to something we knew would break. A love too heavy for our hearts to take, and I still fall when I try to stand, still reach for your disappearing hand. We were written in a cursed design, a love too dark, but still divine. So I drink your memory slow, let it burn where only I know. And in the silence of the night, you still love me, just out of sight. Met you where the streetlights never sleep, in a city full of secrets buried deep. You smiled like a sin I shouldn't know, but I followed where the broken angels go. Your touch was like a winter in July, soft enough to heal, sharp enough to die. I gave you every silence in my chest. You turned it into something I won't forget. Now every mirror says your name, like a prayer I say in vain. I try to leave, I try to run, but you're the moon I circle under the sun. We were a Noir symphony, playing love like a tragedy. Slow guitars and shattered glass, dancing in a fire that couldn't last. Oh, I still feel you in my veins, like a beautiful, unbearable pain. We were never meant to be divine, just a dark love crossing the line. You left your perfume on my regret, like a debt my soul can't forget. Every letter that we never sent still burns like something heaven lent. The rain outside knows your name, it falls like guilt, it falls like blame. I wear your absence like a coat, heavy as the words we never wrote. And I hear your voice in crowded rooms, like violins inside the gloom. No escape, no clean goodbye, just echoes I cannot deny. We were a Noir symphony, playing love like a tragedy. Slow guitars and shattered glass, dancing in a fire that couldn't last. Oh, I still feel you in my veins, like a beautiful, unbearable pain. We were never meant to be divine. dark love, crossing the choose to know your name, even knowing it would end like this, in a kiss that turns to abyss. Tell me, did we ever stand a chance, or were we born to burn in this romance? I don't regret the fall was real. It's the missing you I still can't heal. We were a Noir symphony, lost inside our gravity. Every note a wound we made, every dream slowly decayed, and I still hold what's left of time. Dark love, forever mine. So I play this song alone tonight, under broken city lights, and somewhere in the static sound, I still feel you all around. I saw your face in a flickering streetlight glow, where the ocean of the city never seems to slow. You stood like a secret I was never meant to keep. Still I walked into your silence, falling way too deep. Your love was like a violin in broken hands, beautiful, but it never followed plans. You kissed me like a warning in the night, soft as sin, sharp as a knife's first bite. Now the wind keeps spelling out your name, like smoke rising from a buried flame. I try to leave you in the past, but shadows always find their path. We were ashes under velvet skies, burning slow in paradise. Every touch a silent war, every kiss an open soul. Just a dark romance in memory. I keep your heartbeat in an empty glass, like a prayer for moments that couldn't last. The mirror shows a man I don't recognize, drowning in your disappearing eyes. The night plays back our final scene, like a film too cruel, too serene. You walked away without a sound, but left your told a lie, still I'd choose you every time. Even knowing how it ends, in broken vows and shattered ends. Would you return if time reversed? Or was our story meant to hurt? Either way, I still remain a man addicted to your name. We were ashes under velvet skies, dancing where the truth dies. Every heartbeat out of line, every second yours and mine. And I don't wanna be set free. If pain is how you stay with me, we were never meant to survive. But in the dark, we felt alive. So I let the night consume my name, and I learned to love the flame. Because even in what we became, you are still my only rain. Met you in a hallway made of rain, where every silence carried hidden pain. You stood like a prayer I shouldn't say, but I whispered your name anyway. Your eyes were stained with midnight gold, a story only broken hearts are told. You reached for me like gravity and pulled my soul so helplessly. Now every clock in this old town stops when your memory quietly drops. I try to breathe, I try to run, but you're the echo I come from. We were the black cathedral of us, built on fire, faith and dust. Every kiss a sacred crime, every touch erased by time. Just a ruin of you and me. I drink the night to forget your face, but every drop returns your trace. The neon lights begin to weep, like they know the vows we couldn't keep. Your absence walks beside my skin, like a war I cannot win. Even silence feels too loud when your ghost is in the crowd. And every road I take at night turns a shadow into light. I close my eyes, you pull me in, like a sin I call my kin. We were the black cathedral of us, built on fire, faith and dust. Every kiss a sacred crime, softly call. Tell me, was it worth the fall? Or did we never stand at all? I don't regret the breaking glass, I just regret how fast you passed. We were the black Cathedral of Us, drowning slow in sacred rust. Every promise carved in stone, now a place I walk alone. And I still hear your distant hymn in the dark where lights grow dim. We were never meant to survive, but in the ruin we felt alive. So I leave a candle in the rain for a love that knew my name. And though the world forgets our sound, I still find you underground. Found your trace in an empty hotel hall, where the paintings watch me slowly fall. Your laughter still hangs in the air like a prayer nobody dares to share. You love me like a fading saint, with hands of fire and heart of paint. Every promise you carved in me still bleeds beneath my memory. Now the world feels half asleep, like a secret it must keep. I reach for you through broken glass, but only shadows ever pass. You were the last candle in Eden, burning where the angels weaken. Soft light turning into blame, a beautiful collapsing flame. I wear your absence like a coat, stitched from every word we wrote. The city hums your silent name, like it knows I'm still the same. Every night becomes a scene, from a love too dark to dream. You left no note, no final kiss, just a world I can't dismiss. And every road I try to take crumbles softly as it breaks. I hear your voice in passing trains, like echoes soaked in rainy lanes. You were the last candle in Eden, burning where the angels weaken. Soft light turning into If love was sin, we paid in full. In every wound, in every pull, I'd fall again without regret, for a love I can't forget. Tell me, did we burn too bright, or just disappear into the night? Either way, I still believe you're the reason I still breathe. Still love you anyway. So I let the darkness call your name, like a love I can't reclaim. And in the silence left behind, you are still my only sign. Met you where the ocean lost its light, under skies that never learned to be bright. You were standing like a wound in the wind, beautiful, like something I shouldn't begin. Voice was salt on an open scar, a broken dream behind a falling star. I should have walked away that night, but I chose the storm inside your eyes. Now every wave keeps calling back, dragging memories I lack. I try to run, I try to fade, but you're the tide I never escaped. Every kiss a sinking prayer, every touch just disappears in air. Oh, I still hear you in the deep, where even silence learns to weep. We were never meant to survive, but in the drowning we felt alive. I still wear your goodbye like rain, dripping slowly through my veins. Every lighthouse turns away, like it knows I shouldn't stay. The world moves on like we were never real, but I remember how you made me feel. A love too sharp, too hard to hold, a story only water knows. And every night I close my eyes, I see your face in sinking skies. I call your name into disappears in air. Oh, I still hear you in the deep, where even silence learns to weep. We were never meant to survive, but in the drowning we felt alive. If love was land, we lost the shore. Still I'd dive forevermore, even knowing I'd dissolve in the water we couldn't solve. Tell me, did we fall too far, or were we born beneath the broken star? I don't regret the final dive. That's where I first felt alive. We were where the ocean forgets our names, lost inside eternal waves. Every heartbeat fades to blue, but I still belong to you. Oh, and if the sea erases all we knew, I'll become the tide that finds you. We were never meant to remain, but I still call your name again. So I let the water take my breath, like a love that never left. And somewhere beneath the endless sea, you are still inside of me. I met you in a motel off Route 9, under a flickering neon sign. Room 17 smelled like cigarettes and lies, but you looked like truth in disguise. Your laughter cut through the broken TV glow, like a song only the lonely know. You said, don't fall for me, I'm already gone. But I was already too far along. Now every hallway sounds like you, footsteps in a shade of blue. I try to leave, I try to drive, but your shadow learns to survive. We were an eclipse at room 17, dark love hiding in between, light and ruin, pain and grace, a kiss that time cannot erase. Oh, I still hear your radio play from a night that won't decay. We were never safe, never right, but we burn like stolen light. I left your name in motel ash, mixed with gasoline and past. The manager just said you should forget, but memory doesn't pay its debt. The highway sings your hollow tone like a voice carved into bone. Every mile I try to run still leads me back to what we've done. And the night keeps folding back like a film stuck on a track. I see your face in passing cars, in broken mirrors and falling stars. We were an eclipse at room 17. Dark love hiding in between. Light and ruin, pain and grace. A kiss that time cannot erase. Oh, I still hear your radio play from a night that won't decay. We were never safe, never right, but we burn like stolen light. If I had one more hour with you, I'd let the ending fall through. Even knowing how it breaks, even knowing what it takes. Tell me, were we ever real, or just a wound we learned to feel? I don't wanna be set free. If pain is how you stay with me. We were an eclipse at room 17. Lost between what could have been. Every promise, every scar, still burning where you are. And I still drive these endless roads with your memory as my load. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I sleep beneath the broken sign where your ghost still calls me mine. And in the silence of the night, room 17 still has your light. I met you in a shop full of broken time, where every clock forgot how to chime. You stood between the gears and dust, like a secret made of rust and trust. Your eyes were ticking out of phase with a world that lost its ways. You smiled like you knew too much, like love itself had turned to touch. Now every second feels your name, like a heartbeat without a frame. I try to fix what can't be made, but even time refuses to stay. We were the clockmaker's confession, a love built on lost progression. Every second cutting through the skin, a beautiful collapse within. Oh, I still hear your hands rewind through the fragments left behind. We were never meant to align, but but I still call you mine. I kept your silence in a glass, like a moment I couldn't pass. Every spring inside my chest still moves to what you left. The pendulum in my mind swings through every place and time. You left me stuck between the past and a future that won't last. And every hour strikes too slow, like a wound I'll never know. I see your face in fading light, in every broken hour of night. We were the clockmaker's confession, a love built on lost progression. Every second cutting through the skin, a beautiful collapse within. Oh, I still hear your hands rewind through the fragments left behind. We were never meant to align, but I still call you mine. If I could stop the hands of fate, I'd still arrive too late, even knowing how it ends. I'd break it all again. Tell me, were we just a fault in time, or a rhythm out of line? I don't regret the breaking gears, I just regret the passing years. We were the clockmaker's confession, a love without direction. Every tick a dying flame, calling softly out your name. And though the mechanism breaks and nothing real remains, I still live inside the line where your heartbeat met mine. So I leave the shop of frozen years, where love dissolves in gears and tears. And in the silence left behind, you are the only time I find. Found you in a desert motel light, where the wind kept tearing through the night. Your suitcase lay like a silent prayer, and broken dreams were everywhere. You lit a cigarette with shaking hands, like you were hiding from more demands. You said, don't ask me who I used to be, but your past was already talking to me. Now the ceiling fan keeps spinning slow, like it knows things I'll never know. Every shadow on the wall feels like your voice about to call. We were a hotel of broken stars, falling apart in rented hearts. Every kiss a fading scar, shining where the lost ones are. Oh, I still hear your midnight cry under a desert bleeding sky. We were never safe, never clean, just a beautiful dying dream. I kept your lipstick on a glass, like a ghost that refuses to pass. The hallway lights flicker your name in a language made of shame. Outside, the world just drives away, leaving us with things we couldn't say. Your silence crawled into my skin, like a place I still live in. And every road I try to take feels like another heart to break. I close my eyes, you reappear in every bottle, every fear. We were a hotel of broken stars, falling apart in rented hearts. Every kiss a fading scar, shining where the lost ones are. Oh, I still hear your midnight cry under a desert bleeding sky. We were never safe, never clean, just a beautiful dying dream. If love was truth, we told a lie. Still I'd watch you burn the sky. Even knowing what we lose, I'd still choose you, I'd still choose. Tell me, did we ever stand a chance, or just a cruel unfinished dance? I don't regret the way we felt, I just remember it too well. We were a hotel of broken stars, dying softly in cheap guitars. Every heartbeat out of time, still pretending you were mine. And though the morning takes your trace, erasing every empty space, I still live where you remain, in a love that feels like pain. So I leave before the sunrise, with your ghost still in my eyes. And somewhere in the endless sand, you are still my only land. I found your silhouette behind the curtain dust, where forgotten stories slowly turn to rust. The theater slept with broken chairs and rows, like a world that no longer knows. You stood beneath a fading stage light beam, like a character inside a dying You didn't speak, you just looked through me, like you already knew how the ending would be. And the air still holds your quiet tone, like a melody carved in bone. Every seat remembers pain, every wall whispers your name. We were the last applause in the empty theater. Love turned into something neither of us could hold, could save, could tame. A beautiful collapsing flame. Oh, I still hear your final bow in the silence of here and now. We were never meant to survive, but in the ruin we felt alive. Stage where we once fell in love, under ghosts of velvet skies above. The spotlight trembles like it knows your face, in every empty, hollow space. Your lipstick still on a faded script, where every line we wrote has slipped into shadows no one reads again. But I still trace them now and then, and every curtain starts to fall, like a memory I can't recall. But I still see you standing there, in broken light and empty air. We were the last applause in the empty theater. Love turned into something neither of us could hold, could save, could tame. A beautiful collapsing flame. Oh, I still hear your final bow in the silence of here and now. We were never meant to survive, but in the ruin we felt alive. I'd still choose every in-between, even knowing how it ends, even losing you again. Tell me, was it all just play, or something real we couldn't say? I don't regret the fall we made, I just miss the light that stayed. Still, I feel your presence, always will. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I leave the curtain slightly wide for a love that never died. And in the silence left behind, you're still my only line. found your face in a burned photograph, half of a smile, half aftermath. It smelled like smoke in winter rain, like love that never learned its name. The room was quiet but not at peace. It held the weight of your memories. Every corner knew your touch, even though it hurt too much. And the wind kept spelling your regret in a language I can't forget. I tried to bury what we were, but the past just got closer. There's frost on a burning photograph, where our love turned into aftermath. Every heartbeat left a stain, like poetry written in pain. Oh, I still taste your goodbye, like ashes falling from the sky. We were never safe, never clean, just a beautiful fading dream. I wear your silence like a broken ring, a promise that forgot everything. The mirror shows a stranger now, with your shadow on his brow. The city moves like it doesn't care, but I still feel you everywhere. In every streetlight, every flame, whispering softly my name. And every night I hear it call from behind the crumbling wall. Your voice, half love, half blame, still burning without a name. There's frost on a burning photograph, where all love turned into aftermath. Every heartbeat left a stain, like poetry written in pain. Oh, I still taste your goodbye, like ashes falling from the sky. We were never safe, never clean, just a beautiful fading dream. If I could hold that moment still, I'd let it break me if I will. Even knowing what we lost, even knowing what it cost. Tell me, did we fall too far? Or were we born to be a scar? I don't regret the way we died, I just miss the way we tried. There's frost on a burning photograph of a love that's split in half. Every tear a silent scream, every scar a broken dream. And though the fire's almost gone, I still carry you along. still live inside of me. So I keep the ashes in a frame when nothing feels the same. And in the silence left behind, you are still my only sign. Found you sleeping on a stranger's floor, with shattered dreams you couldn't carry anymore. The city hummed a distant prayer, but no one knew you were dying there. Your fingers trembled like a guilty hymn, half alive, half given. I should have walked away that night, but I chose your broken light. And the air felt heavy with your name, like a fire without a flame. I touched your hand, you didn't move. Still I fell into a holy tragedy. I kept your silence in my coat, like a final sinking note. The world outside just passed us by, while you learn how not to die. Every hospital light we knew still carries pieces left of you. You smile like pain was all you had, and somehow that made it glad. And every heartbeat skipped a line, like it knew you weren't mine. I held you close, you slipped away. Just a holy tragedy. If I could steal you from the night, I'd still lose you to the light, even though it I don't regret the way you felt, I just remember it too well. You were my broken saint in my arms, dying softly through your charms. Every wound a sacred line, still I called your pain divine. And though the world forgot your face, I still feel your empty space. We were never meant to be, but you still live inside of me. So I hold your memory like a flame, softly calling out your name. And in the silence left behind, you are still the truth I find. I saw you walking underwater lights, where the ocean turns the dark to white. You were praying in a sinking dress, like love itself forgot to rest. The waves were singing your collapse, like broken time refusing to go. I reached for you through glass and salt, but every touch became my fault. And the sea kept whispering low, secrets only drowning know. I called your name through endless blue, but the tide eyes. Your voice became the ocean floor, a sound I couldn't reach anymore. The stained glass broke in waves of green, like fragments of a dying dream. I wrote our names in drifting sand, but water took what I can't stand. Even silence learned your face inside that endless hollow space. And every current pulled me down, like a wedding with no crown. I tried to swim, I tried to stay, but you were always far away. We were a glass church beneath the sea, praying for a memory. Every kiss dissolved in stone, every promise turned to bone. Oh, I still feel your fading light each other's eyes. If love was there, we'd never breathe. We only learned what we believed. Even knowing I would drown, I would follow your way down. Tell me, was it all a sin, or just the place we both began? I don't regret the final fall. I only regret nothing at all. We were a glass church beneath the sea, lost inside eternity. Every heartbeat turned to tide. Still I held you by my side. And though the ocean takes your name, I still burn inside the same. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I stay beneath the crashing sky, where even time learns how to die. And in the silence under waves, you are still the love I save. I met you where the lighthouse lost its pride, standing where the broken sailors died. You wore the storm like it was skin, like a war you kept within. The ocean spoke your hidden pain, waves that never said your name. I should have turned away that night, but you looked like the end of light. And the wind kept tearing through the flame, like it wanted to erase your name. I reached for you, you didn't run. Still I knew I was under. You were the lighthouse that learned to burn, a love no one could ever return. Every kiss a falling spark, every touch a growing dark. Fire, we felt alive. I carved your voice into the wood, where every crack misunderstood. The keeper's room still smells like rain, and every wall repeats your pain. The ships outside just drift away, they never knew you chose to stay. A light that called but never saved, just led us both into the grave. And every night I climb the stairs like a man lost our sight, still I'd walk into that light, even knowing I would break, even knowing what's at stake. Tell me, did we fall or fly, or just dissolve into the sky? I don't regret the final flame, I only whisper your name. You were the lighthouse that learned to burn, a love I still cannot unlearn. Every heartbeat out of time, still I called your pain divine. And though the ocean takes your trace, I still feel your empty space. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I stand where all the light is gone, still pretending you'll move on. And in the ashes left behind, you are still the fire I find. Met you in a desert casino glow, where the ceiling fans move slow. You were leaning on a broken bar, like a wish that went too far. Your eyes were cards I couldn't read, but I played them like I lead. The room was filled with silent smoke, and every word you said was broke. And the dice kept calling my name, like they knew I'd lose this game. I should have walked out from the start, but I gambled with my heart. I was the gambler who bet on your ghost, lost everything I loved the most. Every kiss a loaded gun, every touch an undone run. Oh, I still hear the spinning wheel, deciding what I cannot feel. We were never meant to win, just lose each other again. You dealt your silence like a knife, cutting through my borrowed life. The dealer smiled, the night grew thin, like a story we were trapped within. I placed my soul upon the green, where luck and love were never clean. And when the final card was shown, I realized I was alone. And the neon lights went dim, like a prayer too weak to sing. I called your name across the hall, If I could fold this hand of fate, I'd still arrive too late. Even knowing I would fall, I'd still risk it all. Tell me, was it ever real, or just the way I learned to feel? I don't regret the final bit, I just can't forget it yet. I was the gambler who bet on your ghost, chasing shadows I love the most. Every heartbeat out of time, still I called your pain divine. And though the table's cold and bare, I still feel you everywhere. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I walk through falling neon light, where I lost you that one night. And in the silence left behind, you are still the card I find. I met you where the river lost its name, where every current whispered blame. You were standing in the shallow light, like a secret trying to fight the night. Your dress was torn by wind and time, like a song without a rhyme. I should have never stepped that close, but I followed where the water flows. And the river called your voice my way, like it knew you'd make me stay. I reached for you, you drifted past. Still I held on too fast. We were the river that remembered us wrong, carrying love that couldn't be long. Every touch was washed away, every promise lost in gray. Oh, I still hear your distant cry under a collapsing sky. We were never meant to last, just reflections of the past. I carved your name in drifting wood, but the water misunderstood. It took your shadow, left me cold, with stories I can't retold. The banks we walked don't look the same, but still they echo out your name. Even silence bends and breaks when your memory awakes, and every ripple drags me down like a crown I never found. I call your name in every promise lost in gray. Oh, I still hear your distant cry under a collapsing sky. We were never meant to last, just reflections of the past. If I could stop the tide in time, I'd still lose you every time. Even knowing how it ends, I'd dive back in again. Tell me, were we ever real? Or just something water steals? I don't regret the final fall, I just remember it all. We were the river that remembered us wrong. Still I carry you along, every heartbeat in the stream. Still you haunt my every dream. I still love you anyway. So I walk beside the endless tide, with your shadow still inside. And in the silence of the flow, you are all I ever know. Found you where the trains forget to move, in a graveyard made of rust and broken grooves. The rails were singing out your pain, like a hymn beneath the rain. You stood between the hollow cars, counting ghosts like falling stars. Your hands were cold, your eyes were far, like a wound that never scars. And the steel kept whispering low, things only lost souls know. I stepped inside your silent frame, and the night forgot my name. We were a train graveyard serenade, where love and ruin slowly play. Every kiss a drifting spark, fading softly in the dark. Oh, I still hear your final breath, echoing like love and death. We were never meant to stay, just passing rust along the way. I left my coat on a shattered seat, where your heartbeat used to meet. The window showed a fractured sky, like it couldn't help but cry. You traced your past along the wall, like you knew it would dissolve. Every word we didn't say still writes this place today. and the wind moves through the bone of metal dreams turn stone. I call your name between the cars, but you're already too far. We were a train graveyard serenade, where love and ruin slowly play. Every kiss a drifting spark, fading softly in the dark. Oh, I still hear your final breath, echoing like love and death. We were never meant to stay, just passing rust along the I could stop the endless line, I'd still lose you every time. Even knowing what it means, I'd stay inside your broken dreams. Tell me, did we ever meet, or just echoes in the heat? I don't regret the fall we made, I just miss the love we played. We were a train graveyard serenade, where forever starts to fade. Every heartbeat out of time, still I called your pain divine. And though the engines never sleep, I still feel you in the deep. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I walk through rust and fading light, where your ghost still haunts the night. And in the silence left behind, you are still the track I find. I met you where the desert lost its breath, under a blood moon tasting like death. The motel lights were barely alive, like they were too tired to survive. You stood in the doorway soaked in regret, like a memory I can't forget. Your eyes were storms I shouldn't read, but I stepped into your need. And the wind kept calling your name, like a hymn inside a flame. I touched your hand, you didn't run, still I knew I was undone. We were a motel choir in the blood moonlight, singing broken prayers through the night. Every kiss a loaded sigh, every touch a slow goodbye. Oh, I still hear your heart soul on your motel bed, where every promise turned to lead. The mirror watched us fall apart, like a ritual without a heart. The radio played a dying song, saying nothing lasts for long. And you smiled like you already knew how every love turns untrue. And every hallway held your trace, like a wound I can't erase. I tried to leave, I tried to go, but your shadow follows slow. We were a motel choir in the blood moonlight, singing broken prayers through the night. Every kiss a loaded sigh, every touch a slow goodbye. Oh, I still hear your hollow cry under that burning crimson sky. We were never safe, never clean, just a violent, fading dream. If love is sin, then I confess I'd still choose your emptiness. Even knowing how it ends, I'd break again, pretend again. Tell me, were we ever real, or just something pain can feel? I don't regret the way we felt, I only remember it too well. We were a motel choir in the blood moonlight, drowning softly in the night. Every heartbeat out of frame, still I called your burning name. And though the desert takes your trace, I still see your empty face. We were never meant to stay, but I still love you anyway. So I walk where nothing remains, only echoes of our stains. And in the silence left behind, you are still the truth I find. I met you in a church without a cross, where every prayer was already lost. You were kneeling on a cracked marble floor, like you've been praying for a war. The candles trembled in the draft, like they knew our love would not last. You looked at me like sin and grace, sharing the same broken face. And the stained glass whispered low, secrets only fallen angels know. I reach for you in holy but you turned into the night. Saints don't pray for us anymore. We broke the altar, locked the door. Every kiss a sacred wound, every touch a dying tune. I still hear your silent cry, echoing beneath the sky. We were never pure, never free, just a fallen prophecy. I left my soul on the pews we burned, where every lesson went unlearned. The priest is gone, the choir is still, singing things we cannot feel. Your voice was scripture on my skin, a holy war I couldn't win. And every vow we dared to make was already bound to break. And the organ plays your name like a hymn inside the flame. I close my eyes, you reappear in every drop of fear. Saints don't pray for us anymore. We broke the altar, locked the door. Every kiss a sacred wound, every touch a dying tune. I still hear your silent cry, echoing beneath the sky. We were never pure, never free, just a fallen prophecy. If heaven watched us fall apart, would it still call this art? Even knowing what we've done, I'd still choose you, I'd still run. Tell me, were we ever blessed, or just a test? We failed, confessed. I don't regret the final fall. I just remember it all. Saints don't pray for us anymore. We're just echoes on the floor. Every heartbeat out of line, still I called your pain divine. And though the church has lost its flame, I still whisper out your name. We were never meant to be, but you still live inside of me. So I stand where silence prays through these broken, hollow days. And in the dark that still remains, you are my eternal stain.